want you to forget everything you think you know about exercise, because chances are it's wrong. So tell me your name again. Josiah. So Josiah's telling me, man, I tried a little wider, get trap shrugs, or hey man, I tried to do barbell rows because everybody says barbell rows is great for back. Forget about the semantics of what's happening outside of your body, and first figure out what's my internal objective. So what am I actually trying to do? Well, what's the function of a trap? Well, those particular fibers elevate the shoulder girdle, but they elevate and come in on a transverse plane, right? So if I put my hands at my sides and I shrug, watch what happens. See how there's a natural outward movement? Well, I need something that matches that, or at the very least allows me to get into this position where the traps are fully shortened. So 100% of the time, if you have a weak muscle or an underdeveloped muscle, it's weak in the short position, 100% of the time. So if you want to get better development in that muscle, train the short position. So neurologically, there's evidence that it's going to get greater neural recruitment, but just observationally, I've never seen a person who's got an underdeveloped muscle and they happen to be strong in the weak position. It just doesn't happen. Okay, so let's figure out how we can get strong in that short position for those traps. So if I get here, okay, well now where does my hand need to be for that to happen? So instead of going, oh, what's the exercise, how do I fit into it, go, what do I need to accomplish? Now how do I design an exercise to do that? Right, so same thing with lengthened triceps. What does everybody do for triceps up here? Well, they do bar dumbbell or something above head. Well, if I put my triceps in this position and I stabilize, what do my hands do? Last time I checked, you can't do that with a dumbbell, right? So I need something that starts here and finishes here. I don't know what that looks like. Design it. So don't be attached to this machine does this, therefore that's what I need to do. No, reverse engineer. Always go, okay, I want to train my lat in a short position. That means I know, I'm the best example for this. For my entire career, I had a shitty back, or at least early in my career, because I didn't know this. Because I was attached like everybody else. If I just get strong, I'm going to get big. It's not the truth. Because my body will figure out very efficient ways to get strong at stuff and not build muscle. Dude, I was good. Was that? Is that
why you pointed to me?
Okay, kind of.
No, I'm just kidding.
Right, so I was deadlifting 750 pounds, I was bent rowing 5 plates, and I couldn't build a back. Strict form. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I didn't acknowledge that because of the size of my rib cage, you look at it, I got a fucking massive rib cage. You see some guys who got rib cage that's a fraction of the size. So for me to get my lat short, what's the function of a lat? The horizontal fibers of a lat, it's not extending the arm. It's coming around the body, right? So function of the lat to about here is to extend the arm, and then it's actually to wrap around the rib cage. Well, who's ever trained to wrap around? Nobody, right? So now, if I'm in that really short lat position, where does that resistance need to be coming from for me to actually benefit from this? It needs to be coming from over there. Who's ever done that? Nobody. So I got some lat development in this lengthened position, but here, nothing. And often, I was brainwashed by every other meathead on the planet. Do these narrow rows, or do these narrow pull downs or pull ups. So I'm doing shit like this, which end up getting me tremendous teres development and no lat, because I'm a big dude, man. For me to do a row and get my lat short, I need a grip that's at least that wide, right? So acknowledging these limitations and going, instead of saying, hey, here's an exercise that works my back, forget that. Go, I want to do this. Now how do I find an exercise that fits that? And then maybe, okay, so I want to work the short position, and now maybe I want to work the mid-range. So I'm going to find a handle that's here, that's great. Now I want to work the lengthened range. Well, I need to find a handle that fits that, right? Rather than, oh, this handle just happens to do this, so by deductive reasoning, it must be good for me. All this equipment in here is designed by people who don't even know anything about exercise, right? It's designed to fit a general population of people. So understand what works for your body. She's built differently than me last I checked. Why are we using the same equipment the same way? You're built differently than me last time I checked. Why are we using the same equipment the same way? It doesn't make sense. So finding a way to make things fit you, right? And this has application. We all move the same way. Whether you're a power lifter or an endurance athlete or a bodybuilder, movement is movement, and you got to get strong where you're weak. In order to, you're only as strong as your weakest link. So whether you want to get strong as shit or big as shit, you got to work on those weaknesses, right? So that's the monologue for today. Class dismissed. Yeah.